Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are streaming in from. My name is John Edwards, and welcome to another Hide and Seek Paraquest Paratalk podcast. This is episode 3, and thank you for jumping on and streaming, because we had a fantastic result last week with the Paratalk podcast episode 2. Our biggest one yet. We had over 500 views. So, Hide and Seekers, I want to say a big thank you very much. So, basically, with the week that we've had has just been full on. It's been really, really quiet as far as with the locations coming into internationally. But we are really, we're working on that. And hopefully, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we should have all those in place and ready to promote on our website, which is also coming out in about a week's time, which, I can't wait for that to go live. So again, thank you to all the hide and seekers that have jumped on so far and supported us. It's been absolutely overwhelming with the amount of messages we've received via Facebook, Instagram, and also our Twitter account as well. So again, thank you. So what I've been up to this week, we ventured off into Ballarat. We went into the Bishop's Palace, which is just absolutely, it was an amazing property. So a quick recap, the property was actually built in 1877 and was the home for the very first Bishop of Ballarat. We were actually really surprised when we arrived. We were greeted by a big water-tying gate. We got through there through a horseshoe driveway, and stood this magnificent building of over 140 squares. It was just really, really exciting, and it just paved the way, and we knew it was going to be a special investigation. Now, as far as the investigation goes, we are still ciphering through all the footage that we received and what we recorded. So far we've caught a couple of things. We've got quite a few unexplained footsteps walking upstairs or coming down the solid timber staircase. There's a couple of occasions where we were asking questions and we were receiving some response, whether it was in the form of a audio via tapping or whether it was speech. Excitingly, we have caught something of it was a static camera that was based in the hallway. But we are still working through our audio software just to try and get an idea of what was said, because we just can't quite make it out as yet. Obviously, we're not saying it was paranormal, but it was certainly interesting, because straight away after I said, look, if you want us to leave the property, let us know in some way or form. And then straight away, it's a response caught on camera. So we'll be looking forward to bringing that to you. And what's on for moving forward for the next couple of weeks. Unfortunately, we were supposed to head west this week, to go out towards Barwon Park, which is an extremely frightening location. I was quite nervous about going there, but I was so looking forward to it as well. But I'm sure we'll get there in the next couple of weeks, if not next couple of months. So we're probably going to venture down, and we go east, maybe down Gippsland. So there's a couple of locations we are speaking to this evening to try and lock in a late appointment. But once I know, I will promise you will know. Obviously, I want to let all my hide and seek followers know exactly where we're going and what we're doing. And yeah, where we're trying to pinpoint it will be quite interesting because it's got a lot of history. And the whole place itself, there's multiple locations within that one town. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting some concrete on that. Hopefully this evening, but I will certainly let you know. So yeah, moving forward into the next couple of weeks, we're still going venturing back to where it all began so many years ago to Jaywood. So that will all be booked in the next week or so. That'll probably be early July. And then that would take us on to back to Barwon at the end of July. So we have got quite a few interesting places coming up. And by all means, if you've got a paranormal tale, please jump on. Maybe give us a quick call on the number above, which is 0391. Sorry, yeah, 039312 9817. Sorry about that. So yeah, the number is 039312 9817. If you got a paranormal tale to share. So yeah, basically we're still pushing forward. We're still very, very new. But the amount of response we are receiving it's just phenomenal. It really is. You know, especially over that last podcast we did, I say we had over 500 views, and our subscriber, it just went up amazingly over the past day or so. We gained an extra, I think it was 150, 160 subscribers in less than 24 hours. So again, thank you so much for jumping on your support. And just on that, if you haven't jumped on yet or you haven't had time, please do so. Jump over to YouTube and type in Hide and Seek Paraquest. And please just tap on that subscription button. Tap the notification so you do not miss any of our upcoming episodes. And yeah, press like and also leave a comment. Let us know what you think. If you got any places where you think we should go and investigate, we will love your input. And yeah, we do our best to get there. So yeah, please jump on over and subscribe on our YouTube. Also, we've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We do use TikTok, but yeah, mainly YouTube. So I've had a few messages sent to me in the past couple of days with videos, which are quite interesting. So I will probably put something together in the next 24 hours with that. And I'll do a special podcast on that. Because yeah, I just want to make sure that everything is above board and I'm not crossing on any copyright material. But I will bring it because it was very, very interesting. So again, thank you very much for the hide and seekers who have been sending them through to me. I have looked at every one of them, and I promise you, I will do a special podcast on what our listeners are pushing through to us in the way of material. So again, yeah, it's been quite overwhelming, really. The past 3 weeks, I've just been nonstop. It was all about, okay, hide and seek back there. Then obviously we changed from Hide and Seek Paranormal Research. As I said previously, I just felt the brand was just a little bit outdated. So we wanted to bring it to a modern feel. And again, you know, pop a comment and let us know whether you prefer the old branding or the new branding. I would really be interested to hear your thoughts. But yeah, you know, I quite like it. I think it's got a modern take on it. And yeah, we're quite proud of it. So again, moving forward, we've got so much activity planned. I mean, we're really focusing on now booking in the locations to America. But as you can imagine, the vast space over there is just, yeah, it's just huge. So we really got to plan it down to even the timing, because, you know, over a 4 or 5 day, most of it will be taken up with just the traveling to get to location. It's a lot easier when we go over to the UK, you know, it's a lot smaller, obviously. So we can do a lot more investigation in a lot shorter time. But yeah, it'd be amazing end to our series, because that's what we're planning, to finish it while we're overseas and get that to your screens as soon as possible as a complete series. Obviously, we will be uploading our content as the finished product is materialized and finished. We just want to make sure that we put out the best possible content for you, and to make it interesting to you as well. Now, we're not going to get paranormal activity on every investigation we go to. And quite frankly, I don't want to, because then we're going to come across as if our show is, post editing fake material. And as said many a time, that's one thing we refuse to do. So again, if we've got no evidence, we will simply say so and we'll move on. Every location, you're going to get some sort of questionable evidence, whether it's a creaking floorboard, because obviously the windows and the draft of the buildings we go to. So, and we will fully investigate every possibility. And at the end of the show, we'll let you know our thoughts. But at the end of the day, whether it's paranormal or not, you guys have got you can judge for yourself. We're not going to say, oh, this is 100% paranormal. If we believe that we can, if we can debunk it, or we think we've got a rational explanation for that, we will certainly say so. But we are looking forward to getting some fantastic footage that we can bring and share with you. So again, if we can only do that with Hide and Seekers' help. And so far it's just been amazing. But yeah, look, we really do need those support via YouTube, because the more subscribers we've got, obviously the further we can take Hide and Seek, and we really want to make sure that we can go as far as possible with it. And we even venture out to some properties that have never been investigated before. It's all good and well going back to, especially America and UK. There's so many investigators out there who continually go back to the same location. I want to try and bring something fresh, so you can sit there and enjoy it. And hopefully the paranormal community can help us out. We have got some special guests coming up in the next podcast, which I'm extremely excited about. Because at the end of the day, we are a community. We are out there trying to help each other. So I'll be on their podcast, they'll be on mine, and so forth. But the more people we can get on here, obviously the more experiences we can share with you. And then the more chances we've got of capturing something absolutely 100% paranormal that we can't explain. And even if you do, it's still going to be, do you believe it or not? Let's face it, if you're a skeptic or a believer, there's no in between. And I get the skeptics. I go, yeah, I'm really not sure. If you haven't physically or experienced or seen it yourself, of course you're not going to believe. But for the ones that do, just be mindful. No hate speech in the comments, because I just want to accept it and I'll just delete and block. So yeah, we are a family, and let's continue to do so. So again, this one's not going to be quite as long as the last one, because we have been running around most of the day trying to source another location with the late cancellation we had this morning. But hopefully in the next 10-15 minutes, I should have a confirmation of maybe 2 places on a weekend. So especially because it's a long weekend here in Victoria, Melbourne. So hopefully we can do 2 in one weekend. Therefore, we can bring more footage to you. Also, we will be going live at one of them, where you got the opportunity to actually take part in the investigation with us. So we will have one of the stations manned. So if you think you can see something that we haven't seen, or you've heard something, or you can see something on our cameras that we'll have placed around the building, make a comment. We will see it, and we will send an investigator out there. Investigator out there to actually look at the location and see whether they can see what you've claimed to have seen. So next week is going to be a bumper podcast with the time differences with the people that we have got on. So it will be quite a bumper podcast, which I'm looking forward to indeed. But yeah, please jump on, like, share, subscribe, do whatever you can, because your help really, really does. It just gives us a more push, and we really want to make this succeed. So yeah, we really, really need your support. And up until now, thank you very much for those that have jumped on and helped us. Again, we can't move forward if we haven't got the Hide and Seek community behind us. And I know they're out there. Obviously, word's getting out now that we are getting back out in the industry. You know, when we first done it way back in 2005, we were probably one of the powerhouse paranormal investigators in Melbourne. You know, we were constantly on radio, going to, we went to celebrities' homes. We were constantly getting phone calls asking for advice. And that's slowly starting to pick up again now. But we knew it would take a while. But now it is certainly taking shape now. So thank you very much. Look, I'm probably going to call it here because I really need to get on the phones to secure these locations. Otherwise, I might miss them. I might miss our chance for the booking. And yeah, if you've got a booking, it's quite simple. I can't bring you any content. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry it's only a short one, but I promise you I'll make it up to you on the next one. Until next time, don't have nightmares, but do sleep well.